I live? Where's the email? Where is it? I don't trust it till I get the email. There it goes!
My phone just buzzed. As if you were live or something.
Mine will notify me that you were live in about 5 hours. It's very helpful in that way.
Greetings! Stay a while and listen as we play Smash Brothers. We might play, I have controllers, but we're going to be gambling.
With what, by the way?
No, so, it's...
Legally, we are not staking anything, so it's not actually
gambling. Yeah. Hey. I did something. So one of the things is that's online. Yes, spectate. We get to watch random matches throughout the world, and we can bet on them.
Okay.
So you see their win ratio. Their GSP is their global smash power, which basically is how many points they've earned through the game by beating it on various difficulties and unlocking challenges.
GSP in this instance is by versus.
Oh, only by versus. I thought it included the single player game as well.
No. Like for each character, I think you start at 5 million GSP, and then you go up or down from there depending on how well you do in the online matches.
So we get to see of these two people is Fabulously Pink Captain Falcon versus Sora. Who will win? I, of course, bet on Fabulous Pink Captain Falcon because look at that. That's an outfit. That man's got style.
That's a hell of a way to
bet on my
place
character.
bets, but that's fine.
So it's kind of tricky because like both Captain Falcon and Sora have like flaws as far as online and lag is concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Beavers. I'm supposed to tell the beaver story.
Oh, right, Seven.
Thank you for reminding me, Seven.
So, beavers.
So, my sister and I went and picked up my mom's ashes. And when we did, we took the urn she had for her husband. And we had the director at the cremation society go ahead and put a few of her ashes in there. And my sister drove out to their old house so that we could place the now joint urn like along the creek, because there's a creek running along the side of the house. Like they loved it. It was really peaceful, whatever. So putting it there, and we're driving along. It's a fur piece out from Louisville, so I ended up talking to her about Mom's husband's funeral and how utterly screwed it was, because his eldest son, died that morning, the morning of the funeral. And so, like, the whole thing was the whole situation was a mess. And so I'm detailing all of this to Cass, and we're just trucking along, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm slamming on my brakes and swerving because there is a fucking beaver in the middle of the road. And so, like, I'm trying to, like, get away, go around the beaver, whatever, and keep on going. And then Cass is like, I'm pretty sure you passed the house. And I was like, no. I'm pretty sure it's further down. And then I sit there and I'm like, okay, you're right, definitely past the house. So I turned around, came back. The beaver is still there in the middle of the road as like a little marker for Mom and Dave's house. He's right there in front. And so I slam on my brakes. I put the hazards on. I jump over there. I'd like hide the urn in the creek bed in between some rocks and whatever. Get back in the car and keep going. And Cass was just losing it. Like, and rightfully so. But just absolutely losing it. And I was like, well, I can't just plow into the beaver. I need some lube. Like, it's just rude. Like, you don't. And so we continue along this whatever, driving back to Louisville, both of us. Near tears, we're laughing so hard because fucking beaver. and how much Mom would have enjoyed all of the jokes we were making about the beaver. So that's a beaver story. Don't plow into the beaver. Use
without lube. Cirque apparently quit his job this week. Very toxic work environment. So that sucks. But yay, you're gone. Removing yourself from that's always good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Amber shows up right in time to hear the beaver story.
I'm helpful that way. So yeah. Just big ass fucking hairy beaver, middle of the road.
He enthusiastically jumped into the hole. I was expecting you to play off that one.
No, that one was fine all on its own. It needed no assistance.
So the design of Kazuya is very interesting because like all of his normal attacks have no hit stun on them, and then his throws have cutscenes on them. So it's like a dichotomy here of.
Well, it's because he's from Tekken.
Yeah.
That's how the Tekken universe works. Like various other universes, like the game that was just announced today, where you could have Ultra Instinct Shaggy fighting Arya Stark and Wonder Woman. And I wish that was a joke, but it's not.
Okay. 7, yes, I love it, and now I feel the need to rewrite the entire song.
We have a new person, Merpinator? I think that's your name. Welcome.
I love it.
Next battle. Oh Lord.
The Adventures of Sausage and Beaver. I feel like I could...
That sounds like a children's show that's really made for adults.
I feel like I could turn that into a multi episode thing. I feel like I could.
Well, I'm trying to set up a setup kind of like how Aaron has for Shuffle Master with the multiple cards or multiple cameras and the stream deck to switch with things. One of the things that he does is he has a skit for characters Lemon and Bill. And
I remember Bill.
Yeah.
I don't remember Lemon, but I remember Bill.
Yeah. And I'm just imagining if I ever get to that point during these live streams with this, we just cut from the game to the adventures of Sausage and Beaver.
Yep.
Oh, that was a rather interesting play from Promoplet there. Let's see what Sausage has to say about it.
Beaver sausage in the morning.
But yeah, we were discussing earlier the what was it? Multiverses was the name of the game, and Helix was like, yes, it'll do so well, much like that other non-Smash Brothers game that was basically Smash Brothers with the serial numbers filed off. Like, oh, you mean Brawlhalla? No, the other one. And we just kept going through this list of PlayStation All-Stars? No, the other one.
What did you say? Is Smash Brothers with the serial number scratched off?
Yep.
Yep.
And it was Rivals of Aether. We finally got to it.
Okay, 7. That's amazing.
The WB game just out there. It is just, it's memes the game. And now it makes me want to just cut out the middleman and make a platform fighter just based off of internet memes. I want the Numa Numa guy versus the Chocolate Rain guy.
Versus Nyan Cat.
Versus Nyan Cat. Versus the
just
Bork dog.
And, somehow incorporate, the songs, the soundtrack of Initial D as a character.
Pineapple Pen.
Just maybe like some guy with a guitar and he just like plays Roundabout.
His final smash is Deja Vu.
Now see, that is when I really needed the intro to Roundabout, was when I almost hit the beaver. To be continued.
Rowan, what are you doing, son? Also, I'm curious as to what everyone thinks of the audio setup. I got a new set of mics, and we tested them, and they worked really well, but I kind of wanted to...
On your end, how is it?
Yeah, I want to know how, in internet land, like, local test, it worked fine. So,
yeah.
Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl Ultimate 3D edition, and Knuckles.
I'm disappointed that this isn't Smash Ultimate and Knuckles, because Knuckles isn't in the game as a playable character.
He's an assist trophy, though, isn't he?
I think so.
I want to vote for none of these people.
Got Team $15. That was an actual team name. Well, not like an official team name, but like a community team name for a group of characters in King of Fighters 13. Of just, the 3 DLC characters. Team $15.
Idris Elba unlock code. Audio sounds good. That's good. I actually tried to work out what the moves of my avatar would be in a Smash character. So, I haven't thought about it as a Smash character. But with the card game I've developing, one of the things I've done is make like ridiculously overpowered cards of people who've worked on it. So like there's a card of me that only I could use if I ever played it, and like it is just so overpowered. It's just not even funny. But I think for a Smash character, I'd say I have to have sword throw. That was one of my signature moves when I was sparring. I would throw a sword at someone because they never saw it coming, which is amazing because I always did it.
Well, and it's a really large blade flying at you. Surely they could see it coming.
And a counter stance, because all the other every character I play, except for now that I've gotten into Pyra and Mithra, every character I play tends to revolve around a counter stance, because I'm a cheap bitch. I think Jess would have a move where they summon a frog that, kind of like Princess Peach, you just kind of like pull a frog out of the ground, but each frog...
Is it a stabby boy?
Well, each one will have different effects. Like, one of them will be a stabby boy, the other one, like, maybe applies a debuff to your opponent.
Just like a poison toad.
Yeah, poison toad. One of the things they introduced in this game was the mushroom that would walk across the stage. And if you pick it up and shoot the spores at someone, it inverses your controls. So maybe Jess could pull out like a psychedelic toad and it has the same effect for the opponent.
Have Hypnotoad just...
Oh, God. I'm not entirely sure this is something to talk about on the live stream, but I'm going to talk about it. So I was talking to Libet last night about the conversation Adam and I were having about Thanksgiving. And I was telling Adam, more than welcome to come to my family's house for Thanksgiving, because everyone here is, my parents just assume that this is just my large, chosen, extended family. And I was like, are they wrong? No. It's like, okay.
Extended?
Basically, yeah. It's like chosen family. And so I was telling that to Libet, and Libet's like, yeah, you just kind of, you collect people. You collect people. And because we were talking about how, Colin is our token cis-het.
Yeah.
Libet was like, well, you just collect non-cis-het people. And then I started talking about how I'm the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons, except instead of thring cats at people,
queers.
I'm throwing, the LGBTQ community at people, yelling acceptance. I think that would have to be my final smash.
There you go. I like it. I like it. Yes, Libet, that chonky frog that, screams, but it's just a really cute, squeak. Yes.
So, which furry do you want to bet on?
Oh, the original. I know Incineroar's probably going to win, but I don't
know. Probably, but we could be surprised.
I didn't even pay attention to who won the last one because I was too busy talking about throwing queers.
Sora one, which I think you bet on. It sounded like you got points. I wasn't watching either.
No one was paying attention. Someone in the audience, tell me if I...
You're too busy talking about collecting queers. Which I also tend to do. It's just mine seem to be more far-flung. I need to get my commune going so that
I keep threatening. Libet sent me a link to a house today that was a goddamn castle in Indiana, I think. Gorgeous. I want it. It was only $5.5 million.
Also Indiana. Ugh.
Yeah, I work remote.
No. I'm a Kentucky kid. Indiana. No. I hope Parker's watching this. No, Parker's watching football. I do miss my football buddy.
Yeah, I don't get into the handball. I don't know why they call it football, because they only kick it once.
No, they kick it several times.
They mostly throw it, though.
Mostly, yeah, but there's a lot of kicking.
No wonder I like hanging out here on this. I mean, you fit. Oh, it was Idaho. Taste the...
I'll show you tasting the rainbow. Give me a bag of Skittles.
Oh, God.
Sour ones, preferably.
Amber had that energy drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Bang, which already is just right for jokes. And she's like... She opens it and is like, I bet this tastes like taking a handful of Skittles and putting them in your mouth at once. Toka said, yep, that's exactly what it is. Don't think I like it. I lived near Chicago for a while. My uncle lived in Chicago for a long time. Give me the Skittles. I mean, I actually have a bag of Skittles at work. We had...
Hold down on me.
Well, so... when I went in to have to help the guy fix the register for the break room, because we have a little self-checkout register thing for an honor bar for our break room, because we're a bougie company. He's like, I have to test it. I actually literally have to buy something, and he gets reimbursed for it. So but he has to actually buy something to test the credit card reader to make sure it goes through properly, because if it doesn't work. and it doesn't charge properly, no one can actually buy anything. So he has to actually do it. And so he bought a Diet Pepsi and a bag of Skittles. And he's like, my contribution to the IT team. I'm like, I don't drink Diet Coke. I'm not really a Skittles person, so they're just sitting there waiting to see if someone claims them.
I claim them. They are mine.
I like sour Skittles. That was really the only Skittles that but I love sour candy.
Oh my god, bottle caps, yes.
I don't think I've ever had bottle caps.
I love bottle caps.
I think the only Skittles that I've tried that I was not a fan of was they had, at one point, Sriracha Skittles, and those were just the worst.
I did not know that. I would have tried them. I would have hated them more than likely, but I would have tried them.
Why would anyone do that?
Reasons?
Well, I tried the cinnamon Pepsi that came out a couple of years ago, and that was just...
Yeah, you said it was
awful.
Just like drinking Red Hots.
Yeah.
Alright, we won.
We did. I bet on the original furry. You fool, my house is made of Skittles.
4 in a row.
My milkshake brings all the boys... My milkshake!
My boys!
Do I want to bet on good old Canada, or do I want to bet... Oh, God, I want to bet on...
Bet on blue.
Yeah, someone with a GSP of 2 million. You've lost a lot.
Betting on the Schneidys.
The cola flavored ones are the best ones. They're so good.
Like, now I'm sitting here thinking of, like, candy that I miss.
Spree. Oh, I loved Spree.
Spree was good. I always liked tearjerkers.
Yes.
They have Crybaby, but they're not the same. Because the sour does not last nearly as long.
Yeah.
Like, the thing I loved about tearjerkers is, like, that sour lasted.
It did.
I liked Clark bars, though you can't actually, buy them anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Not even Cracker Barrel has them.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a place in Boone that I used to go to when we would go to Boone called Mass General Store. And they just have, like, giant barrels of old candy. Like, not like they have, like, old classic candies, but then they also have, like, candies from the 90s that you don't see often.
Yeah.
And I would always end up buying a large, oversized bag of candy because I'm a man-child and I just want candy. Bubblegum and taffy.
Okay.
Gingerbread Mountain Dew, oh God, no. I think there was like a nutmeg spice Pepsi once too. It was either that or Coke. I never tried it.
I wouldn't put it past either of them at this point.
Okay, I'm going to say, and this is going to make me sound really weird, I liked Pepsi Blue.
I never tried Pepsi Blue.
It tasted like what you would expect the color blue to taste like.
Okay.
But, I like to mix Isatamami with the Kuma Spirit and components combine both. Sees Dark Souls health bar. This whole conversation just reinforces my dislike for candy.
Yeah, there are more than enough of us willing to take your portion. Oh gosh, the giant chewy sweet tarts.
I could never do that. That was just always too much for me.
No, I like it.
Like if they were smaller and there were more of them as opposed to like 4 giant ones, I would have. Yeah, I think.
As they say, this wasn't close to being close.
Jesus. I gotta say, Dark Samus and Wii Fit Trainer have some good synergy going. They play a lot.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a reason they have like 10 million GSP.
Yeah. This is particularly if I was like, I'm done. I like Pepsi Blue. We had a commemorative batch after the 91 Duke Championship. Okay, yeah, I can see that. like, I remember that summer was, like, the weird summer of, because, like, Vanilla Coke came out as well, Pepsi Blue. Like, everyone was just kind of coming up with weird shit.
I don't think Sora's lost yet.
No.
Which is surprising.
This is the start of something beautiful. The only candy I like now is dark chocolate. That's because you don't like good things. I like dark chocolate, just in small doses.
I love dark chocolate. It's my preferred chocolate. The less sweet it is, the better.
The more bitter it is, like my soul.
I guess I'm the weirdo for liking milk chocolate.
I like milk chocolate too. Just it depends on the context. Like, I used to make a chocolate candy house every year for Christmas. That was a family tradition we had. Like, Mom had little molds that you could get, like, baker's chocolate. I tried it once, and it never actually materialized because I couldn't actually get the molds. I tried ordering them from Amazon, and they never came.
We had, like, just
a bunch of chocolate.
Ready for project.
Ready for eating.
Yes, Dr. Pepper. Yes, I love Dr. Pepper. So, there was a flavor of Dr. Pepper that was a limited run, and I think it might have been exclusive to Texas, or maybe Texas and the immediate surrounds. It was like everyone else got like strawberries or berries and cream, or it wasn't. Berries and cream was what we got in Texas, which was amazing. I can't remember what the other one was that like went everywhere else. But the berries and cream Dr. Pepper was amazing. And I am still very angry that I can't have it. Like, it was a bond my sister and I had for a hot minute. It was like, can you send me more berries and cream Dr. Pepper? So
I feel like I might have seen berries and cream Dr. Pepper in Tennessee, but I might also just be, hallucinating my memories.
It might have been like a fever dream I had.
Cherry Vanilla was the other one that came out around the same time.
Not my partner Marauder. There's a joke here about how I don't like good things. Just like, ha ha! You funny person. Whichever year I stole that tiny parrot from my nephew was the year we did the chocolate house. Okay. I know I did it once because I know I borrowed mom's mold, but I did give that back to her. But like I tried buying my own mold and it just never showed up. But I like Dr. Pepper. It reminds me of gaming because when I was doing Star Wars with Chris, he always had a ton of Dr. Pepper, double stuffed Oreos, and we would order Papa John's. That was like the food that was always laid out for these gaming sessions.
I'm down with the pizza, the Dr. Pepper, on the double stuffed Oreo. Unless you wanted to fry them. Fried Oreos are delicious.
Never tried that.
I'm gonna have to make them at some point because it was. I mean, do not eat more than one, maybe two, at a time because, whoa.
What's funny is,
but it's delicious.
I'm wondering what we're going to do for Cookie Day this year. Because, my parents are on a diet, and Mom has already said she's not depriving herself for Thanksgiving, but we normally have a tradition where sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we do
we
Cookie
all get
Day.
Together and
bake a bunch of cookies.
Like all day.
And like each section of family kind of bakes their own style and then we just like
divvy them up between everybody.
Yeah, everyone gets a share. because originally I was going to suggest we do the maple bacon chocolate chip cookies, just so that we can induce, like, a diabetic coma to the rest of my family.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna make my Mexican hot chocolate cookies again. I don't know. The Danish butter cookies actually turned out pretty good. I might make those again too.
Make some chocolate peanut butter cookies since I didn't do that last year. So it's been like 2 years since I've had them.
Mm-hmm. That's that. I bet on that soar, and now I'm regretting it. What are you making? I don't know what we're making this year. I don't know.
Yeah, because I bake independent, like, of... I am not representative from this household. Like, I'm representing me. You want to make some cookies, you make some cookies.
I told your mom I do macaroons for her because they're liver safe. I don't think Mom is going to give up the cookies either, so... At least I don't think so.
I'm sure conversation about it will happen at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it'll happen next week.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was like, hey, maybe we should finally, you know, get off our asses and make these cookies that you eat one of them and it lays your ass out. But, you know, Tahani is underrated and powerful in general when sagely leveraged. Sagely. I paid the $6 to my friend for rubber chicken finger puppet. Someone stole the $6 from my friend. Now everyone is suspecting it. I feel like there's so much more to that story that
Tahini is... Yes.
Are you new, or have you only been here when I haven't? I like hummus. I believe Light's referring to Merpinator. Merpinator? Merpitor? Merpinator. Merpinator. I don't know. I can't. It was chaos.
Start pick up the hammerhead, please.
No.
Never mind.
You won by being an idiot.
He ended the match for you.
The rat requires I build Lego. Youngest. Have fun. Tell the rat we said hi.
Respects to the rat lawyer.
Yeah. Nice prediction.
Yeah, speaking of Smash spin-offs, one character that I'm disappointed that we're not likely to ever see in a Smash-style game unless Square makes one is Ryudo from Grandia. Or just like any of the characters from Grandia, honestly.
Well, I mean, I don't even know who owns the rights to that anymore.
Well, they were originally developed by Game Arts, and then Square Enix did Grandia 3. So I think Square Enix has the Grandia rights?
I don't know.
Or Game Arts does, but they could easily get it from Game Arts.
I don't... Is Game Arts still independent, or have they been bought by someone?
That I do not know.
That I'd have to check. Speaking of rodents, we have a mouse in the pantry again.
No. That's unfortunate.
Did we bet on anyone here?
Yeah, I bet on me, Brawler, and Piranha Plant because Kirby has 2 million GSP. And like, that just sounds like a bad idea.
I feel good about the Iori meme.
It's a lot of chicken talk in the stream this evening.
There's a lot of chickens going on in here. Oh god, did you...
Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because you didn't fucking cook it.
Did you watch far enough into the Animaniacs reboot to see Chicken Boo?
There's an Animaniacs reboot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you not hear about it? It's on Hulu. The first season is... I haven't finished it. It was a lot. It was a lot. It's not bad, but it was a lot.
It's good. It's just...
It's not quite as good as the original. But I only liked seasons 1 through 3 of the original. Season 4 was when they just started getting a little too rubber hose animation-y, and, like, they lost a couple of writers, so the charm kind of changed.
Yeah.
That was also when I think they wrote out some of the secondary characters. They stopped doing certain skits.
That's Slappy.
I liked Slappy the Squirrel.
Love Slappy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped doing, like, Pinky and the Brain since they got their own show.
Yeah, they started doing... Well, Pinky and the Brain are back in the reboot. It's an Animaniacs storyline and a Pinky and the Brain storyline per episode.
Yep. I haven't finished the first season, but what I did watch... Well, I watched a couple episodes with you, and then when I was up to see Mom, I think in the spring, I made her watch a handful of episodes with me, which was very entertaining.
Yeah, as Libby says, it's a bit too on point. That was fucking disturbing. What was fucking disturbing? Ben yelled, I missed something. Have you not seen the answer? I mean, we don't... Well, I mean, you weren't here at the time that they were heavily promoting it on a couple of services. But, you know, now here it's like, I don't watch most of those services. So, yeah. Really easy to miss some. Have you seen The Ruin King? I have. I actually watched a friend of mine live stream a little bit of it today. It is very much...
Just go with Samus.
Go with Thanos? It's very much Battle Chasers, but with a League of Legends spin, because they actually have the lanes that you have to deal with. I'm not 100%... I mean, I'm not really big on...
You had to say hi.
Oh, Chicken Boo was disturbing. Oh, yeah, the Chicken Boo skit was fucking weird. Like, I was...
Say hi.
Access.
Say hi.
Yes.
Honestly, like, I kind of like some of the designs of the League of Legends characters, but there's not really any of the characters that I actually care about their story.
Yeah.
Like, my level of caring pretty much just stops at their design.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't see the Chicken Boo. If it was apparently just that disturbing.
Ruin King isn't quite big yet. Battle Chaser version 1.9. Yeah, I'm really just waiting for Night War 2, honestly. Like, I want that game so bad.
Don't worry, Rowan. Your turn's coming.
Hey, hang on. Speaking of cartoon reboots, we still need to get you to watch My Little Pony at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently. That's the thing that needs to happen.
I mean, I haven't watched past season 1 myself, so...
Yeah, that's a thing that needs to happen. No, it doesn't. It doesn't need to happen.
Oh no, it's happening. At least season 1 and season 2, it goes by really quick. But how are you gonna play the game without knowing even a little bit of the lore?
What was that 10-minute power hour from Game Grumps we watched yesterday? Send help. This is not a bit. $20,000. You have 5 days.
Yeah, the Newlyweds Part 2.
The Newlyweds Part 2. I loved old Animaniacs when they did Shakespeare translation. The Shakespeare translations were good. I like that one. I was gonna say, Samus is not doing too bad. However, Mario is like, I must kill Samus. The sword fighter is not a threat to me. Meanwhile, the sword fighter is just beating the crap out of Mario every chance he gets.
Samus is just like, well, neither of you are a threat to me.
Getting real tired of that tornado, though. I would not want to be going against that. Yeah, just start shooting. Shoot.
Oh no, it's going to sudden death. That's actually bad. It's down to our 2 picks.
There we go.
Samus got it.
Samus got it. My baby. I went back and watched the Terminal montage, the Something About series of Metroid. And it was Super Metroid, and like it was Ridley kidnapping the Metroid, and it just zooms in on Samus's face and just super deadpan. My baby. And I'm just like, yeah.
Oof, this sure is a match.
Oh yeah, that's a good call, Light.
Yeah, let's go with Ness and Lucas, even though I main Pyramithra.
Mario, kitty, 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 kitty.
Why'd you leave?
Never take cash to school is my memory. Yeah, I never had. I mean, I never had money. Like, I had a job. I had an allowance, but I never had money, and I don't know where it went.
The only times I can remember, like, buying things at school was for when there was the Scholastic Fair in the school.
Book fair was the shit.
And even then, you know, usually didn't have cash, so my parents would give me a check to
Yeah.
Yep. Still chasing the high of Scholastic Book Fair.
You know what I
Yeah.
miss? I hated doing it, but I loved the assembly for it. The fundraising, selling like wrapping paper and candy and shit, and you have to go around and get people to say we're gonna buy, and like if you sell, you get prizes. They'd like tote out all of these like ridiculous prizes. No one's ever gonna get. No one's ever going to get this shit.
Yeah.
But it was like the closest to being on a game show I'm ever going to get. I mean, we are not kids. Yeah, we are not kids. I am not a kid. I actually have it as a disclaimer on my channel. I am not kid-friendly. Because I have a very foul mouth.
And I live here, which just makes it worse.
Is that a Raichu on a surfboard?
Yeah, that's a Alolan Raichu. It surfs on its tail.
No. No. Just no.
I haven't actually used it, and I haven't played much of Sun Moon to say for sure, but I think it's Electric Fairy. But I'm not sure. I could just be talking completely out of my rear end.
I was young when I started watching. I seem to remember about talking about Peach as a dominatrix during Mario Party. You know, now that you say that, I have a vague memory of dominatrix Peach during a Mario Party game. Something about stiletto heels crushing men's testicles.
Dominatrix Peach was the subject of that episode of Forever we watched.
I'm so sad that show only got one season. It was really good.
Yeah.
Well, another blowout by the mother characters that shop at Hot Topic.
Children. We bet on children.
Well, you know, they say the children are our future.
No, apparently Alolan Raichu is electric psychic.
Psychic, okay. Fair. Greninja?
I mean, either Greninja or Lucina. It's kind of a toss-up. But your name is Oof, so I gotta go with it, because that means eggs in French.
Chicky nuggies! And oof!
Oof.
I'm so glad I taught you about that. Eggs! I was trying to tell Mom about that, and she was just like, why is that funny? And I was like, 'cause it is. I don't know what to tell you.
Void Cat, it's your turn to be on camera. Say hi to the internet. Everyone's like, everyone is petting me. I don't trust this.
Like, am I about to go to the vet?
Hi.
He was very snuggly and lovey this morning. And it was nice. Whoop. There's a nice chainsaw purr going.
I just now looked at what was happening on screen, and that certainly is an avatar on the Mii Brawler.
Yeah.
Hey, Papa.
I miss Neville, my Gyarados from Omega Ruby. We were actually discussing projects that I've kind of left by the wayside, and I completely forgot that we were playing Pokemon Crystal at one point.
You got an itchy ear, buddy.
You know, also on the topic of Pokemon, I'm surprised it took them so long to put alternate form Pokemon in the main game, considering how early in the card game they had, I think they were called Delta variants, which were, you know, familiar Pokemon, but with different typing.
I haven't really gotten into the Pokemon card game. Are
It's
all of the
substantially more contagious.
the
Sorry.
I'm sorry, you have Delta Pikachu.
Too soon. I know. I'm sorry.
It's never going to be not too soon.
I know, because people won't follow protocol.
But are all types present? Not all types are present in the card game.
So at the launch of the card game, there were 7 different types. versus 15 in the games, in the video games. They had, water, fire, electric, grass, psychic, fighting, and colorless, which was basically normal type, but in the card game they also threw like dragons in there, or flying, which most of those were normal in video games anyway, so. But they did do a lot of combining, so like bugs were thrown into grass, ghosts were thrown into psychic.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, because I'm like, I can almost swear I've seen a ghastly card, but if a ghost type isn't there.
Yeah. And now since then, they have introduced more types. I think it was like, I forget what set it was in, but they eventually introduced a dark type, which at the time wasn't, it was just like a special type. So they had darkness energy and steel energy.
Look at that avatar! Just look at him! And the blinking doesn't make it any better.
So, yeah, they had darkness and steel energy, but since they weren't basic energy, you could only have 4 dark energy in a deck, as opposed to as many fire energy as you want. And then I think later on they made dark and steel and dragon and fairy, actually, for a time. Normal types. And now in the current game, they've removed dragon and fairy energy. So those are back to just being like dragons are normal, fairies are normal, or psychic, or what have you. But dark and steel are still just in the game as normal types now.
Interesting. It was one of those things I'm like, I remember seeing a but I don't remember seeing an emblem for energy for ghost type.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh.
Yeah, ghost was just lumped in with psychic, which led to the interesting, game state of most psychic types, since they were weak to ghost and ghost to psychic types are weak to psychic.
I'm weak against myself. I mean, well, actually, yeah. I'm,
I am.
If we want to get super meta about it.
Yeah, I think now, though, most of the psychic types are weak to dark, probably. I haven't actually researched, I'm just assuming. Because dark type exists in the game, and...
Jesus Christ! He just ended that whole Jigglypuff's...
Yeah, I mean, characters that have
a spike.
Spikes that they can do while on stage can be pretty nasty.
Yeah. Oh, missed with the laser beam.
Yeah,
Not dynamite. Really.
He was not dynamite with a laser beam.
Freddie Mercury would not approve.
I love that that's how they name, what's his name from My Hero Academia. In one of the parody videos, they go through naming all the character and like Dynamite with a laser. It's Naval Laser Guy, but I don't remember his name.
I don't either, because I think he's ridiculous.
I know his hero name is Can't Stop Twinkling.
Yeah, that's not a name. That's a proclamation you make at a bar when you're 6 drinks in.
When you force feed someone cheese. Because he force feeds Midoriya cheese, and then leaves a note in cheese on his balcony.
Yeah, that is true.
Aoyama, yeah.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
That was actually going to bother me for a little while.
Everyone knocked my microphone off, and I just kind of set it aside until he left, so he wouldn't be stepping on it.
Fair.
6 accurate predictions in a row. Next battle in the good old US of A.
Well,
I don't like either of these teams. Pick one.
I'm gonna go with
Matador
Cosplay
Pikachu.
Yeah, I think my record for predictions is at one point I had 14 in a row.
Nice. I actually hadn't actually done any spectate on this, which is fun because the last Smash Brothers game on Wii U, like we would do this all the time. Like we would just sit here and shoot the shit while betting on matches. Anime at least has some good OSTs. Oh, it's a shame Hyver's not here because we could tell the story about the one anime that has the theme song in Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both named Xlax. I'm really disappointed Lloyd didn't show up in the game other than as a costume. But as we were trying to figure out his moveset, we're like, he would have just been...
He would have just been a Mii Swordsman.
Yeah. Like, unless they could have made, a combo system to have the dual wielding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have made characters with combos. Like, you've got Kazuya, you've got Ryu, you've got Sora has combos.
Yeah.
Like, the one distinction that I would say that Lloyd probably would have had over a Mii Swordsman is smoother linking between A attacks and B attacks.
Yeah.
Since that was a thing in the Tales games.
I kind of want to play a Tales game. I need to finish my Let's Plays. Next week, I will record more because I have a very short work week, and I'm hopefully going to be done with at least part of my kitchen remodel that I've been working on since the summer. But short work week, an extended holiday weekend, I plan on getting at least some recording done. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll get back into the swing of that. However, I've been kind of running myself thin on a lot of stuff, like working on the kitchen. I've been working on my card game a lot. My graphic designer and I finally finished the card layout. And last night, as I was going to bed, like I lay in bed, I turn my alarm on, I'm laying there, I came up with an idea for 2 types of cards. And I'm like, am I going to take the gamble that I'll remember this in the morning, or should I roll over, grab my phone again, and make a note of these? And I sat there for a good 10 minutes debating.
The answer is always write it down.
Yes, the answer is always write it down. Because how many times have you done that? Just been like, you have an idea right before bed, and like, this is such a great idea, I'll remember it tomorrow. And then you never do.
And like, the worst thing that happens is you write it down, and then you wake up in the morning and you're like, you know what? That wasn't such a hot idea.
Yeah.
But, like, that's it.
But, I mean, yeah. And sometimes you entertain yourself if you're writing it and you're half asleep and it just doesn't make sense.
What was it that the person who was writing as their sleep meds were kicking in?
Oh,
things
yeah.
that annoy them?
No, the list of things that piss them off. And it was like, oh gosh, what all was on the list?
I know Men was on it.
Men was on the list.
And
like, they're making the list as they get tired and sleepier, and she said she woke up with her phone on her face, and this was the list that followed, and it was, I mean, there were a few legitimate things on there, and then there were a few, like, are you, what? Context needed, and then it just turns into...
Dude, I literally wrote a poem I sleep once in college because of that. It was ludicrous. Next LP, The Room 3, should be starting on the 29th. Excellent. Arcane? I haven't seen it.
Arcane is the League of Legends show that's on Netflix and Twitch.
No, I haven't. Most remarkable part was I was in a lofted bed and managed to do it all without falling out of bed. Or you could tell the story about how you thought your ceiling fan was jellyfish. That was a fun time. I'm sitting here getting text messages from Libet talking about how her ceiling fan, because sleep meds are a bitch. Just like, my ceiling fan looks like a jellyfish. Have you ever noticed that? No, the fuck I haven't. Because I'm sober.
Yeah, the weirdest thing that I've come up with, just before going to sleep, is a game idea that I'll probably never even try to make, because I don't think it's actually good. But I had this idea for like a yaoi visual novel where the main character has like a weird hang-up about toast, and they just like don't eat it, and eating toast is like a major turning point in the relationship between him and his boyfriend. And your look is exactly...
I have so many questions that I can't even form one of them because they're just... It's
fine, because any questions that you have, I cannot answer. Because I do not know.
Okay, so I'm looking through my notes because I know I've done the fall asleep and like write something down, or just write something down in the middle of the day swearing that I will remember what the fuck it is I'm talking about later, and I don't. So first of all, I updated my iOS recently, and so this is the first time I'm using Notes since I updated it, and it's like organized with tags. You can type a tag like #cooking. And that's the suggestion up here on this note that just reads, somebody fucked somebody, but no one can find the dick. I have no idea. Yep.
I think I actually deleted the note because it was dumb. Because I can't find it on my phone now.
I actually don't have any current notes saved at the moment. Like I'm because I normally text it to myself. Because that way it'll be, like there'll be a notification in the morning that I need to check it. So that I remember to check the notes rather than just...
Then I have ones in here that are like grocery lists, but I didn't... delete it once it was done. So I have grocery lists from like 2 years ago in here. But I have something that I didn't even label it as a grocery list. It's just title Lysol. Okay.
I need Lysol for my brain because I had an idea before going to bed and I need to purge it.
History is a non-binary affair.
The weirdest thing I still have saved is at one point I was thinking about like a trivia app, and just a category for the app would be like Roxanne's crossed with cartoons, like before and after for Wheel of Fortune. So you have Killing in the Name of the Moon and Beauty and the Beast and the Harlot.
Yes.
No. What's sad is
that one's saved because I think it's still a pretty good idea.
I would rather have the toast story.
It was a turning point.
It was.
Like, you can't hear Beauty and the Beast and the Harlot and not say that, that's, there's something there.
Yeah. Actually, I think Killing in the Name of the Moon is probably because now I'm imagining, like, the Sailor Scouts singing Killing in the Name of. Which just seems kind of baby metal to me, honestly. Well, I bet on Wii Fit Trainer, and I feel that may have been
a mistake.
Mistakes were made. My spree of wins comes to an end at 7. Son. Stop trying to punish him. Just let him come back and beat him. I think Light says they think the toast would perform better as a game. Well, I mean, in a world where you've got Dream Daddy and Honey Pop and, I'm trying to think of any other weird shit Markiplier or Jacksepticeye have played.
Was the one where he fucks the chair.
Chair fucking simulator?
Yes. Thank you.
Because that one's just on the nose.
I mean, did not fuck around with the naming there.
Olimar is spicy. Every time I hear the word spicy, I just think, oh, holy shit. Oh, nope. Didn't kill him yet. Just
premature death flash.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
I'll show you a premature death flash.
But the main gimmick with the trivia game was that it was going to link up with Facebook, so you could send trivia categories to your friends, and you could write your own in. Well, we didn't have a streak anyway.
Oh, I thought I did. I thought it was at 7.
Must have lost the previous one.
Jeez, Chris, why weren't you paying attention?
Because I touch
Could
myself
it have
at night.
I was going to ask if it had something to do with toast. But you know what? It's fine. You do you.
Seeing the stuff Steam has recommended, I think toast would be better. I mean, I'm sitting at, there was some other game that Markiplier was playing that was like a shoot 'em up, but it involved shooting the clothes off of giant space women.
Roll all of that back for me real quick because I was reading chat and I did not process this.
No. I think we just need to continue from here.
But I think you know where my interests lie when I look at going space women.
Giant space women?
So really, no. Let's backtrack.
It was a shoot 'em up game, kind of like Space Invaders, but scrolling, but you were shooting the clothes off of giant space women.
No.
You were trying to free them from their clothes because their clothes were, I don't fucking know.
No,
I don't know.
That's.
But it was funny because it's an adult theme, so
It's a misogynistic game.
well, that too. But watching. I'm pretty sure Lixian was the one who had to edit it.
Oh, God.
And so, over the naughty bits, there's just, happy faces or...
That sounds like Lixian.
Well, so, have you seen the Honey Pop games?
No.
It's a match 4 type, match 3 and match 4 type game. But the whole goal is it's a relationship simulator that involves you fucking the women at the end. So if you win so many times, you end up hooking up with the woman. And then you get
Fable.
Then you get
RPG about it too.
Well, this you get a whole bunch of raunchy pictures if you do it. You can't just download the raunchy pictures off the internet. But there's a sequel where it's all about threesomes. So you're trying to hook two women up and join them in a threesome, because But the thing is, once you finally get to that, you have a bonus game where you don't have a number of turns. You just have to match things until you get a point value. But during that, they're making raunchy sex noises that Lixian had to edit out. And the best one was he took Sonic the Hedgehog quotes from the animated show. You're too slow. You're too slow. Gotta go fast. That's no good.
Ah, bless his Portuguese heart.
I fucking love Lixian.
He's great.
He's so clever.
Yeah.
Hey, Pop, as you collect women's under... It does.
Oh, looks like Mega Man wins.
Mega Man and his Mega Plan.
Mega Man and his Mega Dog.
I miss the... I miss E3 abridged. I miss E3. Like, there hasn't been a decent E3 since the start of the pandemic. Oh, yeah, gotta go with Fabulous Captain Falcon. Don't care. Gotta go with Fabulous Captain Falcon.
I miss Grandpappy's flapjacks. Talking about missing stuff. I don't know. That's what my brain did. Welcome to my head. I don't think I really truly woke up after my depression.
This is all just a fever dream.
my post-therapy depression.
You're just like, I'm having a dream and Adam's talking about
toast.
Just talking about giant space women.
Oh, I feel like instead of the Nicolas Cage pillow like I did, now it needs to be a toast pillow. There you go.
Love Ganondorf's name being Darkseid. Yeah, that was a cute.
It has been a long fucking week. I had a visit at the pain clinic on Tuesday. It was Tuesday. And apparently I'm gonna be trying some low-dose naltrexone, so that should be fun. Like, one of the more common side effects for it is vivid dreams, and I'm like, I don't need them to be any more vivid than they already are, because I woke up having a panic attack this morning. I don't need that. No, thank you.
Sarah sent me something. Wait, are American eggs just less safe? Here in Australia, eating batter is part of baking legit anything. If you haven't noticed, nothing in America is safe. Ah, there's police in your eggs, aren't there?
Or an entitled white man. I mean...
Katamari Damacy evolved. I'm really disappointed that the Katamari remake removed the voice acting. Because one of the best parts of that was hearing the little girl talk about the constellations. Cancer went scuttling along. So yummy. Like,
that was so weird. I'm glad that has not managed to haunt my nightmares, but you brought it up now. And apparently I'm going to start having more vivid dreams. So... it's on you if I do.
I can see it now. I'm going to get woken up at like 4 in the morning. You're going to just...
standing over you going, it's so yummy!
Cancer came scuttling back!
you know,
Like I'm
like I do.
Like you're not even gonna like throw open the door. You're just gonna walk in very quietly, and you're gonna stand there until I notice. Because
No, I'll scuttle. I'll scuttle across the room and up onto the bed, standing over you, going, "It's so yummy."
I would. Axis is super pissed off at us right now.
He is staring at me very suspiciously.
Aw, super fabulous Captain Falcon lost.
Anyway, so
Now, next time you're like, wake me up if I'm not up by a certain. I'm just gonna scuttle into your.
No, I need you to remember that I have a long history of
Accidentally
accidentally kicking people in the penis when they try to wake me up.
crab walk menacingly. Sputter lightly all the while. Ah.
Custom stage.
I say, yeah, I don't remember that stage.
Watch. My brain will also incorporate the fact that, Seven had crabs named Clitoris. And so then it'll be like, Clitoris came scuttling along!
If you wake me up doing that,
Which, speaking of...
I'm gonna have...
Has anyone seen the mascot for Western Kentucky University? Because they are the Hilltoppers, and it's like, oh, Big Red, blah, 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 because their fucking mascot is apparently a hill, but it looks like a clit.
I was
Just running around the field, disembodied giant clitoris.
See, when you say a hill, I was imagining that it was just going to be a big brown, like it looks like a pile of shit.
No, it's
but
red.
No, it's a that's not where I was expecting that to go.
It has a face apparently, so I guess it can be all like South Park clitoris maybe, but yeah, Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. They'll show you topping that hill.
I think we're inappropriate for middle school without their parents' permission. Actually, not really. Like I was pretty much this inappropriate in middle school.
I was not.
You were a good kid. I was not.
I wouldn't say I was a good kid. I was not bad in that way.
Oh, that was good timing on their part. Yes, get the thing to it hit a wall. I love that little bug. It's just gonna take. It's like Calgon. It takes you away.
Unfortunately, it took Sam somewhere.
What's Miss Frizz doing here? And,
Oh no, that's Kappa. He's the bus driver from.
yeah,
Captain.
but
Captain.
but also, what's Miss Frizz doing here?
He is a Kappa.
But he
his
is
name is
Cap. I was not either. I was a naive shelter kid. I was a terrible kid.
I was sheltered in weird ways and not in others, but I was very naive. So, yeah. I could not figure out why everyone thought 69 Boys was so funny. I had no idea.
It's the beetle from Sky. Yes, it's from Skyward Sword. For a while I forgot where it was from, and I was thinking it was from a completely different game. And I'm like, no, that's not right at all. But
Right, 7? I mean, a little bit of help would be, like, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside.
Are we talking about nipples? Or no, we're talking about clitorises.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
If I had to guess, I would have said, like, Kid Icarus or Pikmin for the beetle.
I was thinking it was something Namco related, honestly. Actually. Because the other thing that picks you up is the Galaga spaceship from Pac-Man.
You mean from Galaga?
Well, it's part of the Pac-Man pixels. Like, that's part of that. It's the Namco pack.
Well, actually, that might be... No, I think it is Galaga, not like Space Invaders.
Yeah, it's Galaga.
Thought we wouldn't notice.
It's
we
by
did.
Galaga. I didn't start saying fuck as much as I do until LP's Circle of the Moon. I mean, not swearing while that's actually, I was swearing in elementary school.
I was allowed to say, like, damn in elementary school.
Definitely started swearing by high school, but I remember middle school's some kid tricked me into saying pussy about actual cat. Couldn't figure out why everyone was laughing at me.
I had a incident in middle school with a pickle, and it took a minute to figure out why everyone was laughing, and then it took me like 3 years before I would eat a pickle again. Man, middle school sucks.
Middle school was awful. I say, Villager, don't go after him. Don't do it.
Well, I mean, Villager doesn't need to, because they've got the bowling ball.
True.
And the tree if they feel like, going for that.
Christmas Tree of Might. I'm pretty sure I bet on them.
I think so.
Yeah. The Circle of the Moon is a bastard, and Sailor Moon had 90s encounter rate. Yeah. Yeah, middle school was shit. I was not a fan of middle school.
I mean, my mental illnesses started rearing their heads in college really hardcore, and I would just still take that over middle school.
I'm thinking Falcon.
The
Yeah,
Virgin
probably.
President. Love it.
Kids are Travis greatest muse fostered upon her generation by most margins. Yeah. The Virgin President instead of the Virgin. I mean, we don't know Georgie's sex life. I mean,
I can assume a lot of things though, based on historical evidence. But you're right. I don't know. I wasn't there. I did not spectate.
what were we talking about earlier? About turkey suit. You were saying something about turkey suits in regards to sexual activity.
Yeah,
We were watching one of the Babish things.
Should not be involved.
Yeah.
In Turkey, yeah, because there's a title of a Binging with Babish where he's making the Moist Maker from Friends, which is a turkey sandwich from
Well, it's
Thanksgiving.
the Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yeah.
Starring the Moist Maker.
Yeah, and
Not.
said some, and like Felix was like,
That needs to
Well-
not have anything to do with sandwiches.
and Jess had just walked outside to have a cigarette, and she said, well, what about certain proclivities involving a turkey costume? And I'm like, I'm not kink shaming. I'm kink asking why.
I just Yeah, he did.
Well,
7.
You know, so
Um,
you just gotta gobble gobble.
Can I turn your mic off? And now that's a mental image.
There you go. Happy to help. Just consider me the really weird Clippy.
I see you want to make something weird. Can I make it weirder for you?
It's my specialty.
That Captain Falcon is having a hard time with Mewtwo. Greninja's not really.
Yeah, he keeps shadow sneaking directly into the Mewtwo.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what Captain Falcon's doing now. Taunting?
Not kink shaming.
Kink
Asking why.
Kink asking for verification. Time. Sometimes you just have to gobble gobble. Culex 2021. Well, yeah, that was Culex,
Yep.
and then the gobble gobble noises was Jess. So, add that to the channel lore.
Stuffed her like a Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
turkey. Dang you! Yep.
Oh God, should we rewatch Liar Liar sometimes?
Shirtless Sephiroth?
I fucking hate shirtless Sephiroth. And this will probably be the last one for the night, though. So let's see if we can end it on a high note.
I can make more gobbling noises.
Or we could spend our 20,000 points that we've accumulated.
20,000 points. This currency that does nothing.
You can buy, like, spirits with it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I really kind of wanted to bet on Pyramithra because, again, that's becoming my new main. But, well, I probably should have bet on Pyramithra. She's actually...
Yeah.
She's only doing 2 abilities.
Well, so is Sephiroth.
Yeah. Oh, hey, a flare to the face. That would have been a good combo there. In other news, my school realized that people weren't working, so they decided I was poor enough to work for work study. Should make a video of this. One of these days, once I'm really hoping one of these days I get famous enough to have like my own wiki, like the game. There's like of weird random factoids of like just yearly sayings. Like there's just a Wikipedia for that under the main header. Like one comment from every live stream is just like one of us from like 2020 to how just...
Now, see, you're just making me feel pressure to be more pithy. Although, apparently, my therapist told me that I'm a very pithy writer because in these very short sentences I had written, I managed to pack in a whole lot, which basically was like, wow, you're fucked up. You got a lot of trauma in this one sentence. But hey, I'm a pithy writer.
You should have switched to... Oh, well, that's... if Daisy wins, I'm going to be kind of angry.
Oh, dang. Is that gonna continue on to next semester of light? I hope so. Cause that's messed up.
Daisy's gonna win. I am... did not see that one coming.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Yeah, not what I saw happening. Anyway, that was the live stream. Gobble gobble.
Aren't you glad you tuned in?
Let's spend those points.
Yeah, let's go see what I can spend my money on.
Oh, I think you needed to not exit to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, go to spectate. And then just press like X or something.
Oh, hey. Sure, I could buy Deoxys. I could buy Spirit Points, Gold, Classic Tickets, Sluggish Shield. Buy Sluggish. No. Press the button. Oh shit. Let's get all these people. Don't know who any of you are, but I'm... Oh, hell yes! I like them. Don't care about you.
But it's Wedding Bowser.
It is Wedding Bowser. There you go. 99,000. That's...
He's gonna crack somebody upside the head with a 7-iron. Wedding Bowser. The dad from the other. Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's too niche of a joke because only we will get it. Rowan, please don't knock the receiver from my new fancy microphones off.
I do kind of feel like everybody would just agree with me that Bowser always looks like he's going to hit somebody with a 7-iron though, so... It's a niche joke that still has general appeal.
It does. Hi. If you didn't want to be cuddled like a baby, you shouldn't be baby size. Or you shouldn't try to knock my shit off.
Yeah, chonky baby.
You're chonky boy. Come say hi to the camera. Chonky boy. Anyway, thank you all for tuning into the live stream. I don't know if we will stream next week since it is Thanksgiving.
I mean...
normally I do put up a holiday video. I have a tradition of playing Quake 3 Arena on the Dreamcast. So I might do that and just talk about stuff. But I will see. I don't know. Because I think last year we live streamed that because there was, like, middle of a fucking pandemic. There wasn't anything going on. But, you know, now that things are trying to get back to normal.
For
at least
better
a little bit.
or for worse.
Yeah. I don't know what the schedule next week is going to be like, so stay tuned. I'll post about it on Twitter, whatever we decide to do, because, you know, if we're back in time to do a stream, might do a quick stream. It may not be a full stream. We may not go full steam ahead, because we might be full of tryptophan. But at the very least, I will have something up for the giving of thanks.
How not to make turkey? Don't mention a moist maker.
Don't mention a moist maker, and don't watch Babish doing Thanksgiving leftovers. Someone hurt that man.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know when to stop. Yeah. It's like, no, that's a good idea. No, Babish, stop. Babish, stop. Pabish, no.
Yeah, he went from super bougie to like state fair food. So anyway,
But yeah, so yeah, take care
stay
and
tuned.
Post updates as to next week's schedule. At the very least, we'll be back on the regular schedule the week after next, at least until the next holiday, because I have no idea when that falls in. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you're gonna like. I saw you reaching for the mic. What are they doing? All right, take care, everyone.
Bye, guys. Be safe. Eat tasty foods.
11 at peak.